As ancient as man, the art of meditation has been practiced since antiquity. It's a component of almost every spiritual or religious tradition across the world. But how does meditation work, and how can it lead to enlightenment? The aim of meditation is to develop the ability to fully dedicate oneself to a subject or an undertaking. To achieve this, the practitioner's mind must become like a focused beam of light, shining completely on the subject, clear, bright, and unceasing. To do this, the practitioner needs to be able to put his body at rest and calm his entire being. Any tension during meditation shows that part of you is not dedicated to the subject of focus, or that your mind is not working in a fully integrated way. Your consciousness must be brought into harmony and be completely free from distraction, inner conflict, confusion, or mixed intentions. The practice of meditation is well known for its amazing health benefits. For example, meditation can help improve physical healing from illness. It can help regulate blood pressure, cure depression, ease anxiety, and help with other mental illnesses. It's important, however, to remember that these health benefits are not the aim of meditation, but they are in fact side effects of the inner harmony and balance brought around by the practice. As the practitioner develops his ability to meditate, he comes up against internal challenges and has to face the causes of disruption that exist within himself or are caused by events in his life. Without dealing with these, his meditation cannot improve. As he learns to overcome these difficulties during his meditation practice, he brings the whole of his life and the whole of his being into harmony. Negative emotions are transformed. Pains from the past are learned from and let go of. Illnesses are cured, confusions dissolved, and unproductive behaviour dropped. Each time he overcomes an obstacle, it no longer disturbs him during his meditation practice, and his focus improves. His mastery of life and health improve alongside his ability to meditate. All forms of meditation require internal effort to self-regulate the mind. Some people choose to sit. Some practitioners meditate in a more active way, such as walking. Some people use mala or prayer beads and some other ritual objects to keep track of the time they've spent focusing on a specific subject, and indeed to aid focus. These are all mental aids, but in truth, all forms of true meditation have the same goal: to be fully focused and aware of the subject of meditation. As you continue your journey into the art of meditation, you may sense specific stages in your development. These are characterized by certain states of consciousness or levels of focus which have been well documented by the ancient masters. They relate specifically to the 4 elements or states of matter. Earth. The first state of meditation which relates to the element of earth is that of concentration. The Indian yogis call this state Dharana. In the West, we talk about contemplation. In this state, we'll learn to make our focus rest on one point by holding it there with a firm, immovable focus. Our mind becomes as solid as a rock or as stable as a mountain. We are imperturbable and immovable, and we hold the subject in focus through a sustained concentration. Our attention continues to repeat or focus crystallized on the same object. To master this ability, we need to have overcome all major disturbances or traumas in our personality, and to have developed a balanced and healthy lifestyle. Water. The second stage of attainment, which relates to liquids or the element of water, is known as Dhyana, or meditation to the yogis. In this state, our mind is still focused on the object of meditation, but as our skill has developed, we have got the ability to make our thoughts naturally flow towards a subject. Our mind is like a river, constantly moving towards the object of meditation naturally. By staying aware and not forgetting ourselves, we maintain the stream in the direction we require. All we need do is make sure that our mind remains smooth and undisturbed. The subject of meditation is like a magnet, pulling our thoughts towards it. We simply become part of the flow and protect ourselves from disturbances. To master this art, one must eliminate any conflicts or negativity in our being and direct our whole life towards good outcomes. Air. The fourth state of mastery is known in yoga as samadhi, or union. In this state, our mind is like the nature of air and becomes so close to the object of meditation that it takes on its very form. In a state of deep absorption, whereby only the essence of the object, the place, or point shines forth in the mind, as if the mind were devoid of its own form. Just as we don't see air, but only the light reflected from the object it surrounds. In this subtle state, we fully experience the object of meditation. So much so that often there is a state of confusion between the object of meditation and the meditator himself. This state is often accompanied by a feeling of bliss or amazing insights. To master this state, the practitioner needs to have achieved something very special. He needs to master his inner desires and to resolve any issues which he has with the path of life, fate, and death. He needs to be able to detach and let go of all worldly things at will, and bring all aspects of his personality under his control. Fire. In the Hermetic tradition, this state is known as becoming Aeon. The yogis call this samadhi without seed. It relates to the element of fire, or to matter in the form of energy. In this state, our consciousness is like radiating heat. We are like the radiating sun. We become whatever we choose. Just like the heat becomes one with the object it touches. The heat is not separate from the object, but is indeed part of the object. It is within. In this state, we no longer have any confusion between self and subject. Only the subject, only the object of meditation exists. We are no longer meditating, we are becoming the subject of meditation. We have become the task. Unhindered by any self or any obstruction. To master this advanced state, the practitioner must completely let go of all confusions in his perceived limitations of himself. He must defeat vice and ignorance and embrace the true nature of himself. These are the 4 states of meditation that lead a practitioner on the path of harmony and balance to enlightenment. But there is a fifth whose description is far too complicated to cover here. A subtle state relating to the spirit, which few living masters have ever experienced.